Port Charles is in chaos. Sasha faces courtroom fireworks, while Jason and Michael's secret paternity scheme threatens to blow up. Lulu's meddling exposed Joe's shocking parentage at the nurses' ball, devastating Dante and Brooklyn. Lois's decades-long lie leaves her facing a lonely exile, and Olivia is furious. Meanwhile, Willow and Michael brace for a brutal custody showdown. Curtis and Portia's marriage hits the rocks again. And as Trina and Kai find new love, everyone else is just trying to survive the fallout. General Hospital fans, buckle up for 2 weeks of secrets, betrayals, and heartbreak. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers next 2 weeks. Sasha's courtroom chaos. Jason and Michael's strategy session. General Hospital spoilers for the next 2 weeks, May 27th to June 6th, reveal that there'll be some courtroom chaos that could put Sasha Gilmore Corbin's Sophia Matson secret at risk. Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson also have a strategy session coming up, so here's what GH fans can expect. As this week's episodes continue from May 27th to 30th, Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, will wish he'd handled things differently now that the secret of Gio Palmieri's Giovanni Mazza true parentage has been exposed. Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens, will feel the same way, especially after Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, lashes out and brings her to tears with his harsh words. As for Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, and her elaborate Gio cover-up, she'll definitely pay the price. Brooklyn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton, Olivia Quartermaine, Lisa Locicero, and plenty of others will put Lois on full blast. Although Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, will try to change her great-grandson's mind, Gio may insist on moving out of the Quartermaine mansion after all the drama that's erupted. Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, will be there for Gio in his time of need, but Gio may reject Brooklyn and Dante's attempt to connect with him later. Ned Quartermaine, Wally Kurth, had no clue about Brooklyn's teenage pregnancy and the adoption that followed. That's why Ned deserves the honest, heartfelt conversation that's coming up with Brooklyn soon enough. Over with Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, she'll ask for Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, help convincing Michael to compromise with Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen. Sonny may argue that it's out of his hands now that Michael has returned from Germany to deal with the situation himself. Meanwhile, Michael will take Wiley Corinthos, Byron Weaver, back to Carly Spencer's Laura Wright house, where Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia, and Serenity Mork-Mako will already be waiting. Willow will try to protest, but Michael won't think the children belong with their mother any longer. Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, may promise Willow that they'll figure all this out, but she'll definitely worry about losing the kids in the custody feud that's about to heat up. Michael's family will ultimately give him a proper welcome home while Nina opens up to Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, about the mess that just keeps getting worse. Ava Jerome, Maura West, will also have some advice for Nina, so we'll see if she takes it. Next, Jason will have a strategy session with Michael, who'll ultimately turn to Sasha with a request. That might involve some reassurance that Sasha will continue hiding their one-night stand and the real paternity of the baby she's carrying. It's crucial if Michael hopes for the advantage in the upcoming court battle. While Jason presumably continues to play Sasha's baby daddy, Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, will have serious doubts about whether he can move forward with Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, now that she's lied yet again. Portia obviously wants to work things out, but can she convince Curtis that there's still hope for their marriage? As for Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ollie, and Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, they'll hit the sheets for the first time and land on Cloud 9 in the aftermath. Across town, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, will have a secret meeting with Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, and Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, now that they all know about Ava and Rick Lansing's blackmail scheme. While Christina, Lucky, and Alexis strategize, Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, will have a catch-up session with Laura Spencer, Jeannie Francis, following all the nurses' ball chaos. During the week of June 2nd to 6th, it'll be time for Michael and Willow's court date. It's set for June 2nd, so that should be when all the courtroom action will kick off. Of course, Everyone knows that juicy secrets tend to come out in situations like this. Once Sasha is on the stand, could she get tripped up and reveal that Michael is the father of her unborn child? Regardless, the judge will ultimately decide who Wiley and Amelia belong with, so Willow, Drew, and Michael will await updates on some pivotal news. Back with Brooklyn and Dante, they'll be determined to bond with Gio. It's not going to be easy, but Gio will hopefully come around sooner or later. Lois will be the town pariah after all her deception, so will she stick around to make things right or hightail it out of Port Charles instead? Either way, Lois has a tough road ahead of her after alienating so many people with her secret. General Hospital spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring even more jaw-dropping moments, so stay tuned. General Hospital, Lois and Lulu's explosive clash with accusers, shocking fallout. General Hospital sees Lois Chirulo, Rena Sofer, and Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, in some seriously hot water. And they're going to face the wrath of a lot of hurt and angry people this week. We're going to talk about the firestorm that lies ahead for these two unlucky ladies as Lois faces fallout from her lies and Lulu gets roasted for blowing up lives. Port Charles truth bomb. Joe's paternity secret explodes. Alright, so a truth bomb just blew up Port Charles. And it wouldn't have been such a public catastrophe if it weren't for Lulu. On top of, Lois' 2 decades of lies. Miss just can't mind her own business, insisted on confronting Lois about Joe's parentage at the nurses' ball where anyone could overhear. And because it's a soap, of course, Gio overheard, and Lois was freaking out and couldn't deny it. From there, Gio lost it and he blew up on stage accusing his clueless biological father and mom, Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Sutton, of throwing him away because they didn't want him. It was huge, it was sad, it was high drama. It was great. General Hospital. Lulu faces consequences for exposing Joe's secret. So once everybody realizes the role that Lulu played in Gio finding this out in the worst way possible, and then him unloading on Dante and BLQ in the worst way possible, Lulu is going to face some serious consequences. The big Gio secret wouldn't have come out this way if not for Lulu. It would have been hard enough for Dante to find out he is a grown son that he knew nothing about. And BLQ's pregnancy was this 20-year-old secret that his close friends Chase, Josh Swickard, and Cody Bell, Josh Kelly both knew. But this is worse. Dante has been kept away from Gio all this time. And it would have been devastating for Brooklyn to find out Lois and Gloria Chirulo, Ellen Travolta, had been hiding Gio in plain sight as part of her family all these years. But to find it out like this, it's so much worse. Dante got to watch Gio grow up without knowing he's their son, but they were present in his life. But this reveal devastating on its own, but for it to blow up in public at the nurses' ball, TV cameras rolling, it's just next level. General Hospital. Dante's fury, Lulu's meddling and poor choices. So Dante is going to be furious with Lulu. She had 2 choices. 1. But out of Brooklyn private teen baby business because Lulu was committing a crime breaking into Martin Gray's, Michael E. Knight, hotel room and she never should have found out, never should have known, never should have been involved. 2nd, once Lulu did know that BLQ had Dante's baby, well, she could have gone to him first and skipped the whole confrontation with BLQ. But, of course, she wanted to rake her over the coals because she dislikes her. And on top of Lulu sitting on the pregnancy secret, then she sat on her suspicions that their son was Gio. That was another choice she made to not go to Dante. From his perspective, I just can see him thinking that Lulu either should have stayed out or come clean. Not the game playing that Lulu engaged in to deliberately torment Brooklyn. Dante's reaction to Brooklyn and Lois on General Hospital. Now, initially Dante is also upset at BLQ, but this week he's going to hear her tearing into Lois. And Dante realizes, okay, Brooklyn was just a kid, younger than Gio is now, not much older than Rocco Falsaroni, Finn Francis Carr, is now, when she made this life-changing decision to give the baby up for adoption. And I think of everybody that Dante's going to confront, Brooklyn might actually get off the easiest when it all comes out. Obviously, Dante is furious. He's hurt. And any chance of a romantic reunion that Lulu was hoping for is probably gone for now, if not gone forever. General Hospital, Tracy's disappointment and Lulu's justifications. And Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, is going to be upset and very disappointed in Lulu. Now, Tracy obviously still loves Lulu, but she warned her not to do this. And instead of listening to Tracy, Laura Spencer Collins, Jeannie Francis, or Carly Corinthos Spencer, Laura Wright, Lulu just had to meddle because she's so jealous of Brooklyn, she couldn't stay out of it. And Lulu is going to have a lot of explaining to do to Brooklyn as well, and also Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard. Because to everybody looking at this, it appears that Lulu had this one goal to hurt Brooklyn as much as possible. And in the process, she hurt a lot of other people, Dante and Gio among them. And let's be clear, up until Lois told Lulu that Brooklyn had no idea that Joe's her son, Lulu 100% wanted to stick it to BLQ. She told Cody that, even when he said, "I don't think she knows." General Hospital. Lois faces the music. Unforgivable lies. So this week, Brooklyn is beyond furious with her mother. Dante going to join in on that action piling on Lois. Brooklyn tells Lois what she did is unforgivable. So despite how much heat Lulu takes, Lois is in even more hot water. We're probably going to see Lois on a walk of shame all the way back to Bensonhurst soon. I fully expect Tracy to evict Lois from the Q mansion so fast it'll make her head spin with support from Ned Quartermaine, Wally Kurth, and Olivia Falconeri, Lisa Lo-Cicero, and possibly Brooklyn too. Impact on Lois's relationships. Olivia, Ned, and Sunny on GH. While we're at it, Olivia is Lois' best friend and has been forever. She's going to be horrified that Lois lied to her face for years and that she never got to know that Gio was her grandson. Lois kept her and Ned both from knowing their grandchild, Gio. And you got to wonder where Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, lands on this because he's another of Lois' best friends that she has lied to. And Gio is also his grandson. I frankly expect that Olivia may not speak to Lois for a good long while. Ned and BLQ may give her the silent treatment, too. Sonny's kind of a coin toss because sometimes he forgives, other times he rages and holds grudges. So, we'll see how he does. General Hospital. Brooklyn confides in Ned about teen pregnancy. This week, Brooklyn opens up to her dad. At the time, she was scared to tell Ned about her teen pregnancy. And we don't know if Lois encouraged Brooklyn to not tell Ned, And if that's true, he'll probably be even angrier at Lois. The only people that have known everything all along was Lois and Gloria, and Joe's adoptive mom, Camila. Lois' future in Port Charles, and Rena Sofer's plans. So, this is just huge. I don't see Lois welcome in Port Charles for a very long time, which kind of aligns with Rena Sofer's stated goal. She wants to semi-retire. So, I think this storyline sets the stage for her to step back as Lois, maybe just pop back into Port Charles now and then. Brooklyn, Dante, Gio, and everybody else need time to heal and figure out what life looks like going forward. So Lois is probably going to head back to Bensonhurst, settle back into the burrows to lick her wounds from all the lashes she's going to get this week. General Hospital. Lulu and Cody face fallout. Lulu, on the other hand, is going to have to face these people every day. Worse yet, she dragged Cody into it. He's going to face some fallout. Dante is upset that Cody has known the truth since they were teens. But for him to conspire with Lulu is just next level. So Cody may be in a timeout and maybe a little upset at Lulu for taking him down with her. What's next for Gio, Dante, and Brooklyn on GH? But now that Brooklyn, Dante, and Gio know the truth, I am excited to see what's next for them. This week, Joe's angry. He's ready to run, but Tracy stops him and hopefully can get him to listen to the truth that neither BLQ nor Dante knew. It's a shock to them. Nobody rejected him. His parents would have loved him, but they just didn't know. Rocco's potential reaction to Lulu. I also wonder if Rocco might have some things to say to his mom Lulu for playing with lives, lying to Dante's face, and then outing his new older brother this way. Healing and the future for the family. I'm totally here for it as Gio gets to know his parents and his stepdad Chase and his new brother Rocco, and the family does some healing, but Lois and Lulu might be on the outside looking in for quite some time. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.